What if every cruise ship filled with poop on every trip? Welcome aboard the floating nightmare. Imagine boarding a cruise ship. You're ready to relax. You've packed your swimsuit. You've memorized the buffet schedule like it's your last meal. You're seconds away from posting that hashtag living the dream selfie. But then something happens. A strange noise. The ship grinds to a halt. And a stench hits you, something between rotting fish and regret. Nope, it's not a prank. It really happened. And today we ask the question no one dared to ask. What if every cruise ship turned into a poop cruise? Every single time. Welcome to Crazy Maybe, the channel where we dive into hypothetical scenarios so absurd they might just be real. And today's episode, let's just say, it stinks. The true story of the Carnival Triumph. February 2013, the Carnival Triumph set sail from Galveston, Texas, headed to Mexico. 4,200 people on board. Everything's perfect. Buffets, slot machines, karaoke nights, happy families. Then boom, a fire breaks out in the engine room, power's out, no engines, no lights, and most importantly, no working toilets. Translation, welcome to the float of doom. Chef Abby, a true hero of the kitchen, recalls the moment in the Netflix documentary Poop Cruise. I needed a bathroom. I found one and went in. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. People were covering poop with toilet paper and then pooping on top, layer after layer, like a lasagna. Within hours, the ship's sewage systems overflow. Passengers receive biohazard poop bags. Some use them, some innovate. An elevator turns into a fountain of feces. One passenger described it as a mix between Black Mirror and a gas station horror story. Meanwhile, helicopters circle above. Passengers spell out help on the deck using towels, not for drama, for survival. At 9:30 p.m., the ship finally limps into port. No showers, no fresh food, just 4,000 people bonded forever by poop trauma. What if this happened to every cruise? Now imagine this disaster isn't a one-time thing. What if every cruise turned into a poop cruise? Let's break it down. 1. The ocean becomes the world's biggest toilet. Each cruise ship produces over 200,000 litres of wastewater per day. Multiply that by hundreds of ships. Boom, an ocean so dirty that even sharks would be like, nah, I'm swimming to the tap. 2. Cruise industry collapse. Forget commercials saying, luxury on the high seas. Now it's digestive breakdowns and dysentery, all inclusive. Ship names get rebranded. P Princess of the Seas, Costa Diarrhea, MSC, mostly smelly cruises. 3. New job titles appear. Floating waste containment engineer, emergency sanitation influencer, TikToker, 7 days without a toilet, gone wrong. Real cruise horror stories. Carnival Triumph wasn't alone in this fragrant journey. Here are some real cruise incidents that'll make you grateful for your toilet at home. 1. Royal Caribbean, Norovirus Nightmare 2014. Over 600 passengers struck by a stomach virus. Cue clogged toilets, biohazard suits, and hallway panic attacks. Passengers described it as the world's most expensive gastro boot camp. 2. Norwegian Breakaway 2018. Snowstorm traps the ship at sea. Toilets overflow. Food runs out. Smells go feral. A survivor said, it felt like the day after tomorrow, but with more fart sounds. The science behind the stink. Modern ships have super complex waste systems. They collect, treat, disinfect, and only release waste when it's safe. But cut the power, those pumps die. Nothing gets flushed. It's like your entire cruise becomes a floating porta potty in slow motion. Remember, it's not just tourists, it's crew members too. That's 6,000 butts on a ship with no plumbing. We've all heard of sinking ships, but have you ever heard of sinking into your own ship's poop lagoon? So, next time you're stressed, just remember you could be trapped on a cruise ship with no toilets, no AC, mystery food, and an elevator full of human lasagna. Are cruises the only place where you can pay thousands of dollars to live like it's the end of civilization? but with karaoke. If this story made you laugh, cringe, or seriously reconsider your next vacation, hit that subscribe button and join us here at Crazy Maybe. We explore the wildest, weirdest, and most uncomfortably real what-ifs every week. Because reality, it's way messier than fiction, especially when it leaks. Poop facts you didn't ask for, but need to know. Ships are required to log how much poop they produce in a document called the Oil Record Book. Yes, someone's job is to literally measure poop and say, "Captain, we've got a code brown at 1400. On some cruises, when systems fail, passengers build DIY toilet tents out of bedsheets on deck. It's like glamping, but in a nightmare. In Japan, there's an actual toilet museum, cool, but nothing beats learning from a poop cruise firsthand. That's immersive education. According to the US EPA, a single cruise ship can release more wastewater in one day than an entire city. So yeah, when we say floating cities, we're not just talking about size. Got more wild ideas you want us to explore? Like, what if buffet food came to life? What if cruise ships travelled through time, but only to the medieval ages? What if the captain was an AI with trust issues? Drop it in the comments. And remember, every time you hit like, one cruise passenger finds a working toilet. See you in the next one, and watch your step.